Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the post-game press conference here in Sydney, Australia for the Women's Basketball World Cup 2022. The first quarter-final, Serbia losing 55-88 to USA, joined by head coach Marina Malkovic and player Ivana Ratza. Ivana, would you like to give your opening comments about the game, please?
I think we got a strong start against USA. We follow our game plan. The first quarter, I think in the other three quarters, we didn't do a great job. We didn't listen what our coach said. I mean, we were not focused enough that we should be, and we let them get a huge lead in the second quarter.
Thank you. And Coach, your comments about the game, please.
If you have to lose to someone, you don't want to lose to anyone, but if you have to lose to someone and then if someone has to crush you, totally, I would say it's better that USA does it than some other team. Overall, I cannot not be satisfied with what we did at this World Cup with, again, very young and unexperienced team. These players are already today better than they were, so much better after this World Cup. So it has been a great, great school for them. And today already they're much better players, and for themselves and for the country, of course, but also for their clubs, where they're going right away tomorrow. I'm satisfied with the whole image. At the end, I was coaching a team that was working hard all the time, a team of fighters with a big heart, I can say. And at the end, the last impression is that I'm happy. And also, definitely a big thanks goes to all the Serbian fans that were there, all these games following us. They made not only the cheering for Serbia, but I think that they really made a nice sports environment for all the teams and, at this World Cup. So I think they really contributed for this World Cup to be a really, really good thing.
Perfect, thank you. We'll now open the floor to any questions in English, please. In the front, please. Did you put your hand up? No? Oh. In the back, please. Thank you.
Hello, Evan Harding, FIBA World Basketball. Coach, just looking again at the whole tournament, you briefly touched on it just now. How well would you say this new era is building, particularly with a view to defending a European Eurobasket title next year?
So can you? I didn't understand you very well. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. So you've talked about building a new era of Serbian basketball.
Yeah.
How do you feel you progressed, especially looking ahead to the prospect of defending the Eurobasket title next year?
Well, as I said, and I'm going to repeat it, this World Cup has definitely been a very, very good school for them. And I feel that they're already much better players than they were definitely before this summer, as we were talking about our 3 months of preparation this summer and learning everything, all those little details, how to behave on and off the court. I was saying yesterday or the day before when we won France, we were talking about modesty, about all these things. So I feel that that they're much, much better players and that they're going to prove it in their clubs. On the other hand, that they're going to keep up, being modest all the time. And in that way and in that type of spirit approach what's ahead of us, because it's going to be very, very soon, November and February qualifications. And then if we succeed to qualify Eurobasket, where we should definitely, with what we have begun now and what we have learned from this World Cup, show something, prove something more concrete. Thank you.
Okay, any more questions? We do have time to ask questions in Serbian if we would like to. No, okay. Ritza, I'll ask you a question. What do you take away from this tournament and also growing as a player? How have you found this experience?
It's a learning experience for me. It's been a huge school for us, the younger players, especially me. It's my first like a World Cup. I will take my takeaways is going hard every game, game by game, give my 100%, have patience, and always listen to our coach because she's always right. And
I didn't say it, she said it.
yeah, I say it. I say it and I can prove it too. So yeah, I think we build a huge future for Serbia basketball, and I hope we can prove it on the Eurobasket.
Thank you. That will commend the first part of our press conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Bravo, Raca, mnogo si pametna.
Welcome back to the second part of our press conference, joined by USA beating Serbia 88-55. Head coach Cheryl Reeve and player Kelsey Plum. Would you like to give your opening statement, Kelsey, please, about the game?
Sure. Serbia really tested us, I think. You know, they played super physical, more physical than we've seen in the whole tournament. You know, credit to them. I felt like early on, their pressure bothered us a little bit, but we were able to kind of get it under control. In the second quarter, defensively, I think we held them to single digits, which is kind of like our identity and what we want to be going forward in this tournament. So, you know, I think as a team, we did a really good job of making adjustments, and coach, you know, just found great rotations, and I thought that, you know, we put our foot on the gas and got a good win.
Thank you very much, Coach. Your opening statements, please.
Yeah, I agree with Kelsey. I thought Serbia really executed their game plan and took us out of one of our largest identities in the pool play, which was scoring in the paint. So really give Serbia credit that every time we tried to get in there, you know, we forced it some. You know, so our recognition came probably a little bit too late. You know, there were shots available that I thought we turned down. But overall, I thought that our response was really good. As Kelsey said, once we got out of that first quarter, we adjusted a little bit in our coverages, and we found success with that. And we had a 10-point quarter and then a 7-point quarter, and then 15 to finish it. So once we got out of the first quarter, I thought our defense was really hard to play against.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll now open the floor to any questions. Name and media outlet, please. In the front. Thank you.
Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press. Question for each of you. Coach Ka went down, obviously. It looked like a hip issue. Just any word on how she's doing? And Kelsey, just does a game like that help you guys being tested for a bit as opposed to, no offense to the pool play, but for the most part not being tested at all?
In Ka's case, it's too early to tell. Obviously, we're getting her some imaging, but we'll have information later, but certainly not right now.
Yeah, I think that for us, we just have to have a better mindset going into games, knowing that, you know, people are going to be super physical with us, and we're not going to get the benefit of the doubt on calls, and we just have to be tougher. So you're right. I do think that it was a good test for us, and whoever we play in the next round, you know, if they watch anything of the game, I'm sure they'll do the same thing. So, you know, as a team, we'll be ready for that.
Alexa Philpott with ESPN. Cheryl, what were the biggest differences defensively that you saw in terms of how you all started and how you finished the game, or maybe even those middle two quarters?
Well, there were a lot of open shots in the first quarter. I thought we were, you could ask the players, but I felt like, we were a step off of our coverage, whatever our coverage was. And then just looking at, maybe how we were playing, we adjusted to, the pick and roll, a little more switching. And then we adjusted that even further, to get our fives out of the switches. So we just kind of had to get a feel for the game and what they were. We started the game where we were a little more aggressive in trapping a player. They were able to burn us in some stuff. They just got way too many easy baskets. And at the end of the day, I thought that our rotations, our low defender coming to help earlier, we got better and better as the game went on.
Perfect. Any more questions? Thank you.
Owen Stackhouse Kelbley, USA Basketball. Coming into this game, Asia Wilson was tied for first in points per game and tied for first in field goal percentage. What can you say about her just consistent performance so far this World Cup?
Well, and Kelsey's teammates with her, so she could probably add to this. But in the off season, I'm friendly with former coach Bill Lambier, and he had a conversation with me about how determined Asia was to win a championship in the WNBA, the work she was going to put in to her game, and so certainly saw that in the WNBA, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, and then she kind of came here with great momentum and continues to do the things that makes her so great in the WNBA.
Yeah, me and A's relationship is funny. We always are trash talking and we joke with each other. But on a serious note, I think to add to what Coach said, Asia transformed her body in the off season. People don't talk enough about her strength and her ability to get to her spots. And she's got tremendous hands. She catches everything in there. She has a great feel. But really, she's a competitor, and I don't think that people, because she's so funny and laid back and stuff, but she wants the ball and she's tough. And so I think that, if anything, her transforming her body and how strong she is able. She's able to get whatever shot she wants.
Any more questions? Yes, please, in the front.
Cheryl, do you have an update on Benija, because she looked like she took a hard fall?
Yeah, same thing. Obviously, well, Benija was with us in the locker room afterwards. I think, in her case, it was a little more, maybe took the wind out of her, that fall. And I don't know as far as the follow-up exams.
Thank you. And in the back, please.
G'day, Coach. Roy Ward from The Age. In this tournament, or in the games to come, do you see the team playing a little more extended defence, trying to force a few more turnovers, or are you happy with what you're getting from defence so far?
Yeah, I think it varies by the opponent. We had moments today where we, probably a little bit more lineup driven for us. This one comes in the game. Kelsey comes in the game, is like, we press him. She really wants to get up there, and so we'll certainly find those moments with players like Kelsey in there. It depends on the opponent, and I think there'll certainly be a case where you see it at times, whether it's extended or not. Depends on the success of it.
Just a quick one for Kelsey too. We're seeing Lauren Jackson play at this tournament at 41. We've seen Diana and Sue Bird play late. Do you think at 41 you might be still going around and knocking down threes?
What do you think?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's got a long way to 41 though.
Right. Please, on this side here. Just bend either way. Yep. Thank you very much.
Sarah Lounsbury, USA Basketball. Kelsey, you had a really great performance today. What motivates you to score so many points and play at such a high level as the tournament goes on and the games start to matter more?
I think I was okay. I don't think I was great for sure. But I feel like, for me and my role in this team is come in and bring a spark, bring energy, change the pace of the game, turn it up. And it depends on the game. I've been fortunate enough to, I'm trying to put pressure on the rim a lot. But I feel like, for me, I'm trying to get in the paint, find people. They really crowded the paint today, so it made it hard. And I was able to get some good looks from three. But, I know, with anyone on this team, you got to do what you do well. And that's why you're on this team, right? So my ability to score, change the pace of the game, play with a lot of energy, and just try to create, havoc defensively, make them speed up. And I'm going to continue to do that throughout the tournament.
Thank you. Last question in the back, please.
Hi, Evan Harding, FIBA World Basketball coach. Alyssa Thomas was everywhere today. She's just a fantastic all-around player. How'd you see it?
Yeah, the same. Scored, rebounded, got the extra possessions on offense. Defensively, she's hard to play against. So, near triple-double. I think if we made a few more of those open shots, she has a triple-double pretty easily. She's been such a part of our identity defensively. Can't say enough about her value. Obviously, I know it in playing against them, in Connecticut. And, that's a player I'm just really excited that she wanted to be a part of USA basketball this go-around. And she's given us everything she has, and that's been providing us this level of toughness, this passion, this relentlessness that helps everyone else sort of kind of feed off of her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kelsey, just a question of my own. Did you pack your boombox in your bag from your championship ready?
It's actually Becky's. So I didn't pack that. But yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
So it's Becky's boombox?
It's Becky's boombox.
Thank you very much. That will be the end
wasn't cool
of the
enough
press
already.
conference. Thank you, guys. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.